We're in the Slovak Republic and I can't say the name.
I can't remember it.
It's the capital. And we're walking to our...
So dear ladies and gentlemen, at first let me give you short information about the city of Bratislava. That's of course the capital city of the Slovak Republic and also the largest city of Slovakia. We have about 430,000 people living here, and the area of Bratislava is almost 400 square kilometers. It's been the official capital of the Slovak Republic since 1st of January 1993. At the time, the Czechoslovak Republic was divided in, of course, two countries, appeared on the map of Europe, the Czech Republic and also the Slovak Republic. But Bratislava, even before this date, was considered of being the capital of the Slovak part within the borders of the Czechoslovak Republic. That was established in October of 1918 after the division of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Actually, Slovakia was part of the Hungarian kingdom since the end of the 10th century till the end of the First World War, and in 1526 we became even part of the Austrian Empire because our aristocrats here in Bratislava elected Ferdinand of Habsburg as the Hungarian king. So then the Habsburgs, they were also our rulers till the end of the First World War. Bratislava used to be also the capital of the Hungarian kingdom, and will pass during our today's walking tour even St. Martin's Cathedral that was used as the coronation church of Hungarian kings. So even during previous centuries, Bratislava was one of the most important cities of this territory. Ferrara in Italy, and it was situated on the other side of this street, but as a symbol of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It was destroyed after the establishment of the First Czechoslovak Republic in 1989. Of course, now our historians, they say that it was really very painful and that our city really flourished during this From here we have also nice view either on this side of the Danube River or on the other part, where there is also the largest five districts we have.
Right here's a statue of Stalin. He's not always here, something they leave up. But this is an art gallery, and they're doing an exhibition on art during the communist era.
So now we have passed the concert hall of the Slovak Philharmonic. Officially this building is called the Reduta or the Reduce, and there is also the concert hall of the Slovak in February of this year. So we can celebrate it So we have now reached the pedestrian zone of Bratislava, and we will make like a circle in the old town. So we will even finish the tour tour in front of the historical building of the Slovak National Theatre. So it will be then very easy for you to find also the way back to the parking lot where your home is parking. This square has not only that beautiful building of the concert hall of the Slovak Philharmonic, but also this building of the Slovak National Theatre that's been here since 1886, and it was designed by two architects from Vienna. So we had two architects from Budapest designing the concert hall of the Slovak Philharmonic, now two architects from Vienna, Friedrich Fellner and Heinrich Helmer, who designed also 50 other theatre buildings in the former Austro-Hungarian.
Look at this thing.
That's cute.
He's cute.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Maybe it's giving birth to life, you know?
Ooh, see? Sorry.
So from here, nice view of the largest and the most important church of our city. This is St. Martin's Cathedral. It's also one of the oldest churches of Bratislava, and it was built in 1452. As you can see, the architects, they used very simple Gothic style. One of the reasons for this simple Gothic style was the fact that the front part of the church, including the spire, was part of the medieval wall fortification system. Even instead of these two houses, till the end of the 18th century, there was a very strong wall that was built all around the medieval town of Bratislava in the 14th century. And it was then very important in the 16th and the 17th century when the Turkish Ottomans, they invaded this whole area. They even occupied the territory of today's Hungary. So that's why in 1536 Bratislava became the capital for the Hungarian kingdom and even the coronation town of Hungarian kings. Bratislava was never conquered by the Ottomans. That's why also on the top of the church we have the Gothic cross, even though this is the largest Roman Catholic church of Bratislava, but there is the replica of St. Stephen's royal crown. The original that was also used during coronations here in Bratislava is now held in Budapest at the building of the parliament. We can say that in Hungary now they have the original, but in Bratislava was the largest St. Stephen's royal crown. That one on the top weighs almost 350 pounds and it is 5 feet 4 inches tall. It was made of iron and it was gilded, so that's why it's nicely shining. And it's up there to commemorate also 19 coronations that were held in this church from 1563 till 1830. 10 kings and 1 queen, all of them they were of the church.
Right there.
Now, no coronations in Slovakia. That's a residence of the Karlovich family. And in 1796, Ludwig van Beethoven visited Bratislava. He came to Bratislava to visit one of his students, the name Countess Babeta Johann Nepomuk Hummel, who was one of the students of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and many others. Of course, Mozart just visited Bratislava. It was in 1762, and he was at the time just 6 years old, so very young, but you know that he was very talented. And he, at the time, stayed in Bratislava for 10 days together with his father. And this building was, at the time, a witness of his third. Now this building is privately owned again, and it's going to be completely renovated. Originally, it was built for Marshal Leopold Palffy, who was one of the commanders of Austrian army. So that's why also this very unusual military decoration. This is the only building that has this kind of a decoration in our city. Luxurious Rococo residence. After her death in 1780, the history of the castle was quite interesting. It was used as the Catholic seminary. Then we need to know to fortification system. We used to have 4 gates, but at the end of the 18th century, when big part of the whole fortification system was destroyed, also 3 or 4 gates they were turned down. This one was the most beautiful, so that's why it is still existing. Now it's used as the museum of historical weapons. You can of course climb the stairs inside. You can even reach the balcony for a nice square. At the very top you can also see the statue of Archangel Michael, who is the commander of the Army of Angels, so his job is to protect Bratislava against every enemy.
Hey.
So dear ladies and gentlemen, now we have reached the most important square of the old town. So this is the heart of the old town of Bratislava, and that's why the name of the square is Hlavné námestie, or main square in English. It's been here since the end of the 13th century. Weekly markets, annual fairs, they were organized here, also exhibitions. Now no capital punishment, so open air concerts, or in December also Christmas market is organized here. Also a couple more sculptures that have been here since 1997.
Don't go game business.
Also the building with the big cover. Just short stop here. From here, all of the buildings from the old city hall, they are very nicely visible. Even that Vera Palace was part of the city hall of Bratislava, so 1860. The original city hall is this white building with green cover. That was originally also the private house of our first known mayor. His name was James in English, and he was elected in 1279. Originally a Protestant church, actually it was built for evangelics or outward professionals.
An old cannibal they left in the church.
In 1673 it was confiscated, and since then having very good acoustics, so it's used also for concert performances. You can even enjoy jazz concerts here, which is quite an interesting place for such a, you can say, modern music, but also plenty of events for our children. They are organized here. Or in December, big part of the Christmas market is situated on the main square, but part is also held. On the left side, you can see the city hall. My left side, the city hall of Bratislava, all the most beautiful building built in the style of French classicism and the former Hungarian kingdom. This building has been here since 1781, and originally it was one of the residencies of archbishops of Essex. As I mentioned, they were the most important men. We are not very far from Prague, and we have a big river in Bratislava that used to be a very dangerous one. Bratislava was pretty often flooded during previous centuries. Now we have big Gabčíkovo dam that was built in 1990s down the river on the way to Budapest, so Bratislava is pretty safe. But to be 100% sure that the Danube is not going to flood our city, we have still a couple of sculptures of St. John of Nepomuc. Really always very well. If you touch the button on that second steering lamp, that and just this way, the spire of St. Martin's Cathedral. So this is the street you can take if you want to see the church again. And this is
That's pretty clever. I'm in the Slovak Republic eating a traditional Slovak meal. McDonald's. You know what you're saying, Dad. I promise. I've eaten local food every other place I've been. We're having a week here for the bus anyway, and I just needed some fries. Too bad. taking a walking tour of Austria, Vienna in
One of
Austria.
our little theaters. The biggest one is further down in the city. And in the summertime, all of them are closed. Only little ones are open. But instead, we have a lot of other festivities here in Vienna. At the moment,
Probably his teachers.
Maybe.
so this is the Museum of Modern Art, and therefore, it was for modern art, therefore they used the youngest stone on earth, basalt stone. And opposite is a white building, that's the Leopold Museum. Inside the Leopold Museum you find the biggest collection of a very famous Austrian painter, his name is Egon Schiele. But you also find a lot of Klimt paintings. Gustav Klimt worked around 1900 and he's very famous for one work. It's called The Kiss. It's from his golden period, and you will see that painting everywhere in Vienna, on bags, umbrellas, coffee cups, everywhere. For sure, in one of our souvenir shops you will find that. So here in the Leopold Museum, mainly Austrian art is presented.
Is like the same French dress.
The South in general. Yeah.
Everything is so big.
We get other people in my video. Okay, there we go.
Always allowed, okay? So they mainly, I want to show you the most important sightseeing here in Vienna. The first district. So we are now in the first district.
I'm a rebel. I've broken away from the group.
Following centuries, Vienna became bigger. And
These giant doors.
Yeah, all their overhead.
This building here is the youngest in the group. It's called Neue
It's starting to rain, so I may have to put my camera soon, guys.
Once for an official event, and that was our state president. And I told you, by the way, we are not that important in the world's history. So our state president,
very
is our
professional,
biggest bodyguard. He's walking from his home in the 8th district. And that would have been perfect. I hope you're not too cold, but it's good that it is not raining anymore. I show you more of this house.
Wow. Almost got hit by a car.
Because Charles VI, he was grown up in Spain, but he lived in Madrid. And when his brother Joseph died, he had to come back to the emperor. And he was very sad because we have a long winter here in India. So he brought with him not only Spanish noblemen, but the people had to speak Spanish for 15 years here. He also brought those horses with him. And Michael Square is named after that church. That was the former imperial church. It was made in the 13th century, so that's a very old church, more than 700 years. In 1900, we had more than 100 only along the ring road. Today we don't have so many, but still a lot. In this coffee house was the meeting place of the writing people around 1900, or also in the 1920s. And one of them was named Felix Salten. I'm sure you have never heard about him. Felix Salten. Who knows him? No one, I know that. He wrote Bambi in inside that coffin.
Aww.
But then in the 1920s he ran out of money and he sold the rights for Bambi for only $5,000. But this is why Bambi is famous. Otherwise nobody would know him. Felix Salten wrote it inside. So what else?
So I get a better view. These are some old Roman homes, apparently. Oh, sorry. Foundation for them. There we are. They apparently found a working heating system still in the middle of all this. Time to say goodbye. I love the song.
In the Middle Age, they sold wood and toys.
Language, universal language.
Yeah. Famous coffee house. They make wonderful cakes, and around a very old one. This is
Everything in this window apparently is made of sugar.
Even the chandelier.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a little wobbly. Back up some.
so always at the corners of the streets you find the district you're in and the name of the street. Here you can see
It's extremely expensive. But that's what I do. I whenever I decide. Had a no, it's just like
Hiding, I can't make it.
That's a good idea. That's an amazing idea. You're wearing it on your person. Good. It's really different.
one name of an architect in the 18th century. Remember Hildegard, who made the Belvedere. But he also during that period because of that disease, also in the rest of Europe. So he, late 17th century, so 1690, and he made a vow, he said to himself, when this disease will come to an end, I want to make a column reaching up to heaven. And he brought the very young Bernhard Fischer von Erlach, who later made the buildings inside the Hofburg. This was his first work, and a lot of other famous So that's the Austria's patron saint. His name is Leopold. He was a Babenberger duke, and he was the one, he lived in the 12th century, and he was the one who was married with the lady Agnes, who had 33 children. But that was not the reason why he became a saint. He founded a lot of monasteries here in Austria at that time, and they cultivated the country. So therefore, in the 15th century, he became a saint.
After you dinner, not even lunch. They're used to it. You see it all the time.
Oh, that doesn't even look real.
No, it doesn't. Wow. Oh my goodness, it keeps getting bigger.
So don't you think it looks very unreal in the night?
Yes.
This church. And also during the day, it is our most beautiful Gothic church. And at the moment we are right in the middle of the first district. So this is the heart of Vienna. When, during the day it looks almost like a coral reef in the middle of the city because of that beautiful Gothic style. So this church is not the first church which was made here. Bless you. So the first church was made in the 12th century, a little church outside the Roman city walls. So this church was very soon too little. They demolished it. 50 years later they made a second church. In the late 13th century it was finished. And from this second church, still today, we have one part. The whole western facade dates back to that second church. And you can see it from here. It's a very light sand and chalk stone. So this facade was cleaned, and last November they removed the tapestry. And you see how sensitive this stone is. Here, the black thing is only dirt. This is how it looks in reality, how it looked in the beginning. Everything was white and light grey. And when I say it looks like a coral reef, that's not far from the truth. Because this stone was found in the federal state of Burgenland, not far from here. And millions of years ago there was an ocean. So still today sometimes you find little shells inside the stone. So this second church was only in existence until the middle of the 14th century. Then our former Archduke Rudolf IV decided to make a Gothic church instead of the Romanesque, late Romanesque church, because he was in rivalry with his father-in-law. He was married with the daughter Katharina of Bohemia. And her father was king in Bohemia and remodeled the St. Veit stone in Prague into Gothic style. So then he started to remodel St. Stephen's into Gothic style.
The tower is 444 feet high. The church is 333 feet long and 111 feet wide. And 343 stairs leading up to the platform.
I don't think I'll be able to see much anyway. You can't. It's too dark. This is God punishing me because I'm not supposed to be taking pictures in here. The front face is white because that's the way it's supposed to look. And right here is black from centuries of grime, and they are cleaning it.